Hi guys, I'm Ember. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's your first time. So today we're looking at what is your intuition telling you, and we're also looking at what is being hidden. So we have three piles. This is pile 1, 59, reconciliations, wailing tree. This is the second pile, 50, spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. And this is the third pile, 56, the wall, obstacles. So go to whatever one you feel intuitively called to. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds and then we'll get started. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So we're looking at what your intuition is trying to tell you. And we have what your intuition is telling you here and then what's being hidden here. So for what your intuition is trying to tell you, we have 59 wailing tree reconciliations, 14 truth be told, rebel light attributes, challenges his authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs, and shadow attributes, rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. We have 18 tree, let them go, grow, wisdom. For what's being hidden from you, we have eyes of the eagle rising above the fray, 18, why? Martyr attribute, light attribute, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Shadow attribute, addiction to self-pity. We have 9, Phoenix, how's that for a happily ever after? We have disguise and instinct. Okay, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on here, guys. So what your intuition is trying to tell you and what you're kind of seeing already is there's a couple things. So you're really coming into yourself is kind of what I'm getting. You're coming into figuring out what you feel, how things are moving for you. What I feel like you had an epiphany just recently about something. This let them go tree is really loud right now. And I don't know. I feel like there's somebody that you're realizing that you need to let go of that's not helping you and not serving you in your life. And when I'm talking about this, usually you're going to have somebody pop into your head. Whoever that person is that just popped into your head that you feel like you should let go of, that's the person that you're thinking about letting go of. And for some reason, they once served you. I feel like they once served you. There's two camps. I feel like some of you have had people that have served you in the past, and you're letting them go because they're not serving you any longer. And then I have another camp of you where there was someone that you were like unsure about. You didn't know if they were serving you, and you just came into the realization that they are not serving you at all and they never really have. So there's two camps of you. And both of you guys are trying to figure out, how do I let them go? Do you have a conversation? Do you just shut the door? It's like, I'm giving you permission to let them go, but you need to give yourself permission to let them go is kind of what I'm getting. I think letting them go is hard. I think some of you are having a hard time letting them go because you maybe had a dream of what the relationship could be like. This could be romantic, but it also could be friendship as well, because I get that there's two camps of you, which is romantic and friendships. And some of you are having a long-term relationship that you're letting go, and others of you are having a friend you're letting go, or someone that was like a possible friend, I kind of get. I've heard that there may be this fear of letting them go because there's something in them that you really liked, but the thing that you really liked about them is something that you are. You were reflecting something about them that you really liked something about this person, and you liked it a lot, and Spirit's telling me you liked it a lot because it was you. Actually, you were the person that was shining. Like, usually what we like in other people is stuff that we like about ourselves, and sometimes we think it's about others when it's really about ourselves. And Spirit is saying that whatever you have that you're afraid of losing with this person, for whatever they represent, whatever they have, you have already inside you. And it's about recognizing, your intuition is trying to tell you, like, recognizing that you're not going to lose whatever this thing you're afraid of losing is. You think you are losing a person. I'm not saying that you're not. There is a hard part of that. It's hard to lose anybody and let anyone go. But you're not losing the thing that you're worried about losing, which is whatever they represented for you. Whether that be excitement, adventure, fun, intimacy, like love, like whatever you're letting go, you're not letting go of that because you have that inside you. And spirit is trying to tell you, and your intuition's trying to tell you, how do you find better relationships that this person has? Like, what one of the things my therapist asked me, like whenever I'm talking about when I like someone, she's always like, what do you like about them? Ask yourself that question. What do I like about this person that I'm trying to let go? And do I have that in myself? And how do I find people that have that attribute that are better for me? And how do I take that attribute and use it on myself? Because like, if you're very compassionate, I was a person that was very compassionate and had a hard time using that compassion on myself, but I'm so compassionate towards other people. And I think that you have the ability to use that compassion on yourself. You can do it in meditation. Sometimes I'll sit in meditation and I'll take my inner child and I will I actually did it right before this reading because there was a part of me that was afraid. There's always a part of me that's afraid to do this reading because being seen is really scary, right? And it opens me up to getting hurt. And so I had to basically tell that part of me, like, you're so brave for doing this, and you also don't have to be here during this reading. You can go and I can put you in, like, I put her in like a rose garden and she's chilling, you know, because she doesn't have to be here for this. But my point is that I use my compassion and the thing I'm really good at with other people on myself. And so what I think your intuition is trying to tell you is, how do you use the attributes that you love about other people and use them all on yourself? And how do you truly let this person go? I have been, like, actually actively in meditation, like, because I'll hold on to people and hold on to ideas and beliefs and all these things, right? And I will actively, like, let them go with my hands, like, let them go. And, like, I could feel myself letting it go. And there's also this other thing that's coming to me. You may have belief systems that you are letting go right now and your intuition's helping you let them go. You're growing a lot and finding a lot of new wisdom, but I definitely feel like there's some belief system that you've had in place for a very, very, very long time that you're learning to let go of, and it has served you. And so it's like, how do you create safety so that you can let this old belief system go and also recognize that it has served you in the past and kept you alive? It's like thanking the belief system, finding safety so that your belief system doesn't have to take over. It's very unconscious when this stuff happens. So, yeah. And I think your intuition, you're finding this inner rebel, like this inner rebel of, like, I don't need to have people in my life that hurt me. I don't need to people please. I don't need to do anything. I think that you're realizing that you don't have any time and energy to waste on wearing a mask, to waste on relationships that don't serve you, to waste on being things for other people when you need to do it for yourself first. I think your intuition's leading you to a place of, like, I need to love myself. And this reconciliation, I think, is with a part of you that you haven't been connected with. And I think it has to do with this part. I think it's all very similar. There's a part of you that you recognize in others that needs to be nurtured and that you're reconciling with just recently. And there's a truth coming tonight to light of what belief systems haven't served you and what new belief systems can you put in place so that you can follow those. And how do you have the compassion and the grace and the patience with yourself to get there? That's kind of what I'm getting. Now, what's being hidden? I think that what's being hidden is part of this mask thing, because there's this disguise here. And I think what's being hidden is there's maybe a part of you that's a martyr that is, I know, bear with me, it's probably not nice to hear. I have this as well. Learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself for a cause. You don't have to kill yourself or overwork yourself for others. And I think it's interesting that your intuition's telling you this and you're seeing it, but there's also this hidden aspect of it. And I think it's just, how can you champion yourself more? How can you be this phoenix? Because you are this phoenix that rises from the ashes. And you have really, really, really good instinct. And I think that by looking more at everything that I'm talking about, you're able to kind of shed this old you. What's being hidden is this shedding of the old you, and you need to trust yourself more. That's what's being hidden. Like, you're not trusting yourself enough when you're being presented with certain things. I think you're learning about trust up here, and I think it's just, how do you full force go into when you have an intuition hit? How do you learn the difference between fear and intuition, and how, when you have an intuition hit or intuitive hit, you seriously follow that and you move into that? And you trust that no matter what is being shown to you, that is the correct thing. I think you're like me, where you've had people tell you your whole life that you're wrong about how you feel and how you view things and what is actually happening. You have a gift of intuition. You're like me, like where you're like, you have intuitive hits about things that like no one else does. And so when you get this intuitive hit, no one else can see it but you're always right. And so it's like, trust that you have a gift that other people don't, that you see things that other people don't, and that just because you see things that other people don't doesn't mean that it's not right. It just means that other people can't see it. And I think that you're figuring out how to rise above people that are hurting you, how to rise above these ideas about yourself. There's these ideas about yourself, like, maybe you're not a martyr. Maybe you think that you're a martyr, and that's been a belief system that is being hidden from you. And it's like, how do you understand that you don't have to do anything to be loved? You don't have to earn love, period. End of story. Like, I think that's what's being hidden from you. It's funny because that's like a belief system I'm working on right now. It's like, I'm not lovable and I have to earn love to be loved, right? That's my belief system. And I think that that's something that is being hidden from you. You don't have to earn love. You don't have to do anything to be loved. And if you have people in your life, which comes back up here, of you have to earn their love, or you have to do something to get something back, or you have to do something to be lovable by people. It's like that is coming to light. You don't have to earn love. You don't have to do anything to be loved. You are lovable, period, end of story. And it's interesting because we do have this disguise card. I think that what disguises have you been using and why? And how do you see that using disguises and being a chameleon isn't always a bad thing? I think there's really great things about being able to be a chameleon because it helps people feel comfortable. But it's like, how do you use that chameleon and how do you use it in moderation to where you're not disguising yourself like to the full extent in relationships that really matter to you? I think it's totally okay to disguise yourself sometimes when you're coming into a new situation or you're using people pleasing to help you get through situations. People pleasing can serve us so much. It makes people like us. It helps bring good relationships into our lives. But then when do you start taking the people pleasing off the table? And when the relationship becomes something better, and how do you not use masks in relationships, and how do you be yourself, and how do you do that comfortably and understand that it's good enough? It's like, that's what's being hidden. And you're asking yourself why. I think the question why is probably the most important question that you could be asking. And I love that you're here at this reading because it just shows it's like you want to figure it out, and all you need to continue figuring out what your intuition is telling you is asking the question, why? Why is this happening? Why did this person act this way? Why did I act this way? What belief systems do I have? How do I incorporate new belief systems? How do I have compassion for my old belief systems? It's like a whole thing that's happening. It's really beautiful, guys. This eagle card's really speaking to me. It's gorgeous, by the way. Like, I love this. This eagle card is so beautiful. Like, look at its eye. It has this intelligence and this wisdom, and there's this blue color, and it's about expression. I feel like you're learning about how to communicate who you really are, and not listening to the belief system of like, I'm not good enough, or I don't know if I can, I don't know how to like keep going, or I don't know. There's like a bunch of belief systems, but it's like you have this inherent wisdom, and you're this very deep soul, and this very intuitive and colorful and expression and communicative soul. And it's like, how do you get back to the soul part of yourself? How do you bring to light who you really are on the inside? And how do you shed all the old stories and the old masks and the old disguises? And how do you get connected to who you really are on the inside. And then once you get connected to who you really are on the inside, how do you connect? How do you create connection with others to where you can be who you really are without letting all the other stuff get in the way? And if it does get in the way, how do you have compassion for the fact that it's there for a reason, because you don't feel safe, and it was created for a very good reason, and it's something that's been with you since you were really young. I always say this, like, I have been on the healing path for 2 years, but for the first 30 or 29 years, I'm almost 32, for the first 29 to 30 years of my life, I had programming that was so good, that kept me so safe, but then now was hurting me. And it was like, I had to come to the realization that being 30, and I had 30 years of programming, and that programming is always going to be stronger than the 2 years of healing I've done. And how do I have compassion for when it comes up? How do I recognize it? First of all, how do I recognize it when it comes up? Because it's also about being really self-aware, because the first part about all of this is being self-aware. And I think you guys are coming into a lot of awareness. And it's like being aware that it's happening, but having so much compassion for when it does happen, because it's something that's been in place your whole life, and it's served you very well, and it actually probably kept you alive. And so it's like, anytime we can bring compassion and understanding into anything that we're doing, whether that be, shameful to society, right? Like, I've done a lot of things that are considered shameful, but it's like, when that happens, when I do something that makes me feel ashamed, I bring in compassion, and that creates this beautiful learning opportunity and curiosity to being able to look at it actually, and then heal it, and then understanding that when I do have things come up, it's an opportunity to heal. And then when I heal it, it's like so satisfying. But it's like understanding that when we are triggered, we have the opportunity to heal. And I think that your intuition is bringing in opportunities to heal by bringing in people that trigger you, by showing you truth, by giving you the ability to grow and to find more wisdom than you already have. And I think that you've had a lot of lessons lately. I feel like you guys have gone through something really big, and or some small lessons that have been really big, like as like a conjunction. I feel like you guys have really been getting clear about what's going on with you just generally, and I'm just going to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, because you guys are doing a great job, and to bring in as much compassion and curiosity, and keep asking yourself the question, why? Why? Always ask about why, and understand that you're the phoenix. You're the phoenix, and you're changing so much. You guys are going through such massive transformations. And this is what I'm hearing, how do I have compassion for myself for how hard it is to go through these types of transformations, and how hard it is to look at yourself, and how hard it is to face the things that are hurting you, and how hard it is to let people go that aren't serving you. It's like, how do you guys give yourself grace because of how hard it is? Because I feel like the main thing that you're not doing right now is not giving yourself the grace and compassion for everything that you're going through, and you're not seeing how much you're growing, and how much you're finding wisdom, and how much you are actually listening to your instincts lately. It's like, recognize how far you've come, and keep recognizing that, because the more you recognize how far you've come, it gives you more hope, and it gives you more ambition to keep going after the healing process, because you guys are really going after the healing process by continually facing yourself. When we want to heal, we will face ourselves, whether it takes a minute or not. It doesn't really matter. You are facing your demons. You are facing your old belief systems. You are facing the people that aren't serving you. You are facing so very much, and have grace and compassion for yourself for the massive transformation and the push that you've been having. You've been pushing really hard, and maybe there is a little bit of a need for rest, but I just think that you guys are doing a great job, and just to continue doing a great job, because you guys really are doing a great job. Spirit really just wants to express how great of a job you're doing, and I want to express how great of a job you're doing, because again, most people don't look at shit like this. Most people don't face their stuff. Most people don't heal. Most people bury their heads in the sands and hide from life. And you are not hiding from life. You are becoming alive. You are this phoenix. You are this eagle. You are coming alive, and you're this owl. You have great wisdom. You have the ability to have great seeing, and you have great seeing. And You kept yourself safe by disguising yourself, but that has kept you alive, and that is okay. It's like, how do you make it okay for the things that you've done? How do you make it okay for the things that you're gonna do? And how do you realize that we're human and that we all make mistakes and that it's okay to make mistakes? It's actually a good thing. It actually creates this beautiful opportunity to learn from it and to heal from it. Wow, guys, I'm just so proud of you guys. I really am. Okay, Spirit, I wanted to get tarot for intuition. What's our intuition telling them? Let's see. We've got 7 of Cups in reverse. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, 3 of Swords. That makes a lot of sense. This 3 of Swords is about like that heartbreak, and it's over the let them go. And I also think it's great that we have Ace of Pentacles over let them go, because I think that by letting them go, you're ushering in something new. Anytime we even when we clean out our house, we're creating space for something new to come in. And when you let them go, you are creating this Ace of Pentacles. And Ace of Pentacles is all about new opportunities, abundance, new resources, manifesting something new. And I think that you're really calling in something, and you're having clarity and understanding your choices with the 7 of Cups in reverse. Because I don't think you were understanding your choices before, and you're having new clarity and reality come in about what you need to let go of. How do you feel the heartbreak that's been happening? And how do you trust and have faith that something new is coming in for you? Because it is. You know what I mean? All right, and then what's being hidden, Spirit? 3 of Wands. Yeah, your 3 of Wands is like looking at the future, foresight, expansion, seeing your progress and the new opportunities that are coming from you. New opportunities are coming for you. These 2 cards really represent new opportunities coming for you. King of Wands. Okay, that's really interesting in reverse. There's somebody around you. There's somebody around you who is impulsive, has high expectations of you, is overly confident, can be a bully, and can be volatile or disloyal. There's somebody around you that's like that, and or it's this person that you're letting go of. And it's really understanding about how do you see someone clearly and take off the rose-colored glasses. That's what Spirit's saying. How do you see? It's not about getting rid of them. It's not about doing anything. It's about how do you see people with the clearest sight? How do you see people for the good and the bad? And is there anyone in your life that you need to see clear? I think it's just about how can you see people clear? Who in your life do you feel like you're not seeing clearly? And when that person comes to mind, what are you not seeing? Ask yourself, what am I not seeing about this person, and why am I not seeing it? Why do I need them to be different in my head than they are in reality? And how do I get back into reality? That's really important, I feel like. We also have King of Cups. Wow, look at that, guys. So we have King of Wands in reverse and then King of Cups in upright. And it's like interesting because we have these 2 different kings and they're both represent something different, but I feel like they're tandem for some reason. It's like, who in your life is somebody who is, there's someone also in your life that could be really great, that's like very emotionally intelligent, that's very strong, that gives you what you need. Who in your life is giving you what you need, and who in your life is not giving you what you need, and how, and are you also seeing this person clearly, which I think that's showing that you are, and how do you trust yourself? Ooh, this is interesting. Okay. You may have had relationships in the past and it may affect your relationships now because you're seeing them through a lens of this King of Wands in reverse. You're seeing somebody else. Somebody else really hurt you and was abusive to you in the past. And how do you see you projecting onto somebody who's actually not showing you the things that you're worried about? Like, and I think actually that's something that's coming to light recently, is that you are seeing how your old projections can come out into new relationships and how not to project onto the new relationship and how to learn how to trust. I think a lot of what you're reading about is about learning how to trust what you're actually seeing. Yeah. And this is interesting because we have this disguise card, and I was thinking that was originally about you, and it could be also about you, but I think it's also about this King of Wands. This King of Wands had been in disguise, is disguising new relationships with this King of Cups. There is a new person in your life, or possibly a friendship in your life, that is showing you all these beautiful things and that you are trusting, but you have this back in your head nagging, and you know that it's not true. You know that it's coming from this King of Wands. And I think that this is just confirming. I know this is about what's being hidden, but I really feel like you know about this already for some reason. Maybe some of you don't, but I feel like some of you do. And I think you guys are really seeing how those old patterns of abuse or behavior are trying to affect your new relationships, and you are not letting it affect your new relationships. I think Spirit wants to say you're doing a great job of not letting your old patterns affect your new relationships, and this is like a confirmation that that's happening, because I don't think you're trusting that, and that's what's being hidden. It's like you're thinking, oh, I'm letting my old patterns affect my new relationships, or I'm worried I'm letting my old patterns affect my new relationships, and you're not. And Spirit's saying you're not, and that's what's being hidden, this understanding and clarity of, I'm not actually doing that. I may be afraid that I'm going to do that, and I may be afraid I'm doing that, but I'm actually not doing that. So that is a major message. Wow, that's really interesting and cool, guys. I was like, wow. Woo! All right. So I'm going to pull some angels for you guys to see. Oops, I totally just dropped a bunch of shit. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. I'm fine. All right. Okay. I wanted to get some angels for you guys to see what angels are working with you. Okay. So we've got Archangel Raphael. Wow. Intuition, health, and healing. I mean, that's awesome. I love that this reading's about what's your intuition telling you. And then, of course, we have Archangel Raphael, who's about intuition and healing and health, but intuition. And you are doing a lot of healing. Archangel Raphael's really with you guys. I feel like extremely strongly. We have Archangel Azrael, death and rebirth, transitions, and life changes. Yeah, you guys are going through a massive rebirth and a massive transformation, which I already said. And then we have Merlin, alchemy, manifestation, and magician. I think you guys are really coming into your manifestation powers, where you have already known about your manifestation powers and your magical powers and your alchemy powers. But I think that there's like a new level coming in. I think you guys already are really good at this. And I think Merlin's just helping bring a new level of magic, or I see alchemy, I see witchcraft, I see just light worker work, and I think Merlin's ushering in a new level of that, and I think you guys are really kind of seeing that there's like a new level of that. Wow, guys, this was a really awesome reading, and I just want to tell you guys that you guys are doing so fucking good, and I'm like so proud of you, and you guys are doing a great job, and you guys are very intuitive, very wise. Trust yourself. You guys are doing so good. Spirit's just saying you're doing a really great job, and you have really good intuition. Keep trusting yourself. Keep going on this path. You're on the right path. And if you can, guys, comment an eagle or an owl for your for if you want, down below in the comments, to show me that you're this part of this pile. And like and subscribe, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So today we're looking at what your intuition is trying to tell you here, and then what's being hidden here. So we have 50, Spirit of the River, movement toward adventure. We have 46, regeneration. I pulled 2. I didn't want to, and it kept pulling 2. But visionary, light attributes, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. And then we have priest, facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Shadow attributes, violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. We have escapist, 32, come home to yourself. We have death. We have confusion. And then here for what's being hidden, we have 57, unmarked trail, revelation. 15, message in a bottle. Child, magical, light attributes, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Shadow attributes, pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. 13, lioness, you've earned all your stripes. Work, and facade. Okay, so what your intuition is telling you, which is not being hidden, which you're kind of realizing lately, is how to come home to yourself. That you have a sacred inner safety space that you can always come back to, that you've cultivated, that you've created. You've created a safe space inside yourself, and you now are knowing that you have this beautiful safe space that you can always come back to in yourself. And you know that you're going through a massive death and rebirth Really, truly, massive, 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 massive. I feel such a big fucking energy like coming at me. And it's like this really insane rebirth that's happening for you guys right now. It may be causing a lot of confusion, but I think you're realizing how big of a regeneration and rebirth that you're going through right now. I feel like you feel something big happening within yourself. That's what I'm getting. You recognize how much you're going through, how what you've just learned. You've learned some huge lesson. I just get that everyone recently has learned a huge lesson, but whatever your lesson was so massive that it's changed you as a whole person fully, and it has created this rebirth that's happening and this death of like something old. And I think you had the death of multiple belief systems that were not serving you, and you may have lost somebody. I'm really not getting that for too many people, but you may have lost somebody. But I really get the sense that you are realizing the potential of how big your transformations are. You're realizing that when you go through transformations, that they are so big that they change you so much, because you do this insane work to create this transformation. You do a lot of work and healing to create big transformations within yourself. And you have earned all your stripes, which I really want to get down here to what's being hidden, but you are a visionary and you have this beautiful message. I get that a lot of you are messengers, messengers for spirit, messengers just in general. You have a beautiful vision for the future. You are a spiritual channel. I get a lot of you have big visions for the future. And part of this transformation is so that you can create something really magical in the world. But I get right now, like, I think you know that, but I get right now that right now it's all about focusing your energy on moving through this big thing that just happened and getting to the other side. Because when we go through big transformations, it's not easy. It's really hard, and it causes a lot of pain and confusion, and it causes a lot of discombobulation. And I feel that discombobulation leaving you. I feel like you're going to feel more at home in yourself than you did previously. But I feel like just lately you haven't felt at home in yourself, and you are coming home to yourself. But the home that you're coming home to is something that has been changed and transformed into something even better and even more peaceful and free and safe. You've created a safety inside yourself previous to this, but the transformation you just went through has caused even more safety, a bigger space for yourself. I see it like expanding. You've created expansion in yourself for your future in the world. You are also leading others into transformations. Part of you going through this transformation is showing others how to do it. And also part of you going through this transformation is creating a energetic change. It's almost like I see an energetic change in you, and it like keeps moving outward like this, and it affects everyone and everything around you, your relationships, acquaintances. The energy that you create by transforming, it's like almost like a bomb goes off and it explodes, and it goes and reaches out to the world. And your transformation was so big that it has created a ripple effect for everyone and everything around you. And inside you, there's this ripple effect inside you that it's like changing it's almost like I see this explosion, and it's breaking down all these walls that you've had in yourself and in pertaining to other people, mostly in yourself. You created walls in yourself to create safety so that because we have vulnerable spaces inside ourselves, obviously, and we create walls so that we can't even access the vulnerable space, because whatever you went through was so painful that you had to shut yourself off from the world. And those walls have just been broken, and you may feel very confused because of that, but you're regenerating into something new. You're going through a massive rebirth. You know you're going through a rebirth. You know that you just went through a massive transformation, and the part of that's being hidden is more about this, but there's some kind of revelation that is about to hit you, and it's this because it's like a message, but maybe this is the message, I don't know. You have a magical part of you inside yourself that is hidden, has been hidden, and that because of this transformation is coming to the light. You've done this work. You are now, I think what's being hidden is how fucking great you are, how from yourself, and how you have earned all your stripes. Like, you have done a shit ton of work, and you do deserve to feel relief and safety and magic. You have such magic inside you. And I think that what's being hidden and what is coming to light is you realizing the magic of who you are. You really getting to see the truth of who you are. You really clearly seeing yourself for the very first time. You are someone who is so powerful, so magical, so important, and so important to spirit and to others. And you create such massive change with everyone all the time and with yourself all the time. And you are special, and that specialness is coming to light. You're really going to be able to start seeing yourself in a new way, but clearly. It's like you've had these, what's the opposite of rose-colored glasses? Like dark colored glasses. You've had this clouding of not being able to see yourself for who you really are, and that is being lifted and changed because of this massive transformation that you just went through. And there's this revelation of, wow, I am awesome. Wow, I have earned all my stripes. Wow, I am magical, and I have beauty that is so beautiful inside me that is going to help so many people, that is going to keep this ability to transform. You guys in pile 2 have this ability to take these transformations and make them the most transformative, to crush the lessons that you learn, but also it's almost like you soak up the most change that you can when you go through these opportunities of these learning lessons. When you're triggered, you soak up whatever it is you're meant to learn. And what happens is it creates this massive, massive, massive change where other people might not be able to do that. And your ability to do this, it's like so transcendent and so powerful. And you're going to keep changing so much all the time because you soak up and choose to transform even little things. It's like almost like I see little things happening to you, and you have this ability to transform from just even small things because you want to transform. It's like you guys have this deep inner knowing and inner want and desire to constantly transform and to constantly change, and it's a gift of yours. But because of the gift, you're going to get amazing things, and you're going to be this amazing person. You already are an amazing person, but like that's what makes you amazing, is this ability to continually choose to transform. Sorry, I have a hair here. Continually choose to transform. It's really amazing. You really, really put in the work. And I think that you are seeing how much work you truly do put into this. And Spirit is saying you have an ability to transform in ways that other people don't. You soak up the lessons, you soak up whatever it is that you learn, and you use it in your life. And by doing that, it creates massive, powerful energy that explodes inside you, outside of you, and creates and changes the world. That's what's being hidden from you. How fucking magical you are. How much you're a gift to this world. How much work you put in. How much you try to make sure that you do everything you need to do to keep transforming and to keep changing and to keep facing what you need to face so that you can have the best life for yourself and for others that you could possibly create. Wow. Wow, guys. Wow. 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 Like, wow, 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 wow. Wow. Like, it's kind of like insane, actually. And it's like so powerful. Like, I feel like I'm shaking because of like how powerful this energy is. And it's a very beautiful energy. It's like when you think of power, when you think of what transformation can create and how transformation feels, this is what it feels like. And it feels so good, and it feels so full, and it just feels like change. Like, it just feels like change, explosion, change. And you guys are going through a massive change and a massive explosion of who you are, and loving who you are, and moving through everything you need to learn to be more of you, and to create more of this essence, and to create. Also, I see, like, we choose to come down here. This is what I believe. We choose to come down here as souls to learn these lessons, to change, to transform, to become enlightened. And I feel like what you do. You're very good at it, so you've been doing it a very long time, but the lessons that you're learning in this life get you so close to enlightenment, or are going to enlighten you and are enlightening you, and you guys are moving towards enlightenment, and you guys are close, if not already there, because of how this is and how you work and how magical you are. So just understand, I don't know if I feel like that's important to some of you. And you guys do that, and you guys are moving towards that. You guys are moving towards enlightenment because of this is enlightenment energy. This is transformation energy. This is rebirth and death energy. This is, and the thing is that this doesn't take away how fucking hard it is to do this, but you guys are really good at it, and you guys continue to do it no matter how hard it is. You continually keep going, and you can continually try to make sure that you're facing and learning as much as you possibly can. And it's gorgeous. It really is very, very, very beautiful and transcendent. And I hope you guys understand how fucking powerful you guys are. Okay, I wanted to get tarot so we've got Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I really get that you guys still, yeah, hold on. Yeah, Seven of Wands. There may be people around you that are very jealous of this. I can understand why they're jealous of it, but there's somebody around you guys, or multiple people around you guys, that you're trying to keep yourself safe from, that are very jealous of how you can do this, really, really, truly, and they can feel your power, and they are jealous because they don't have the power. They have ego power, and ego power is not the same as enlightenment and spiritual power and transformation power. And they're jealous, and I think that you know this, and you're just continually protect yourself, guys. That's what the message is. Continually protect yourself and understand that they have no fucking power over you. No power. You guys have a power that most people don't have, and you have a power that crushes anything else because it's real power. You have real true power here, guys. Real true enlightenment, spiritual badassery power. And then we have Eight of Pentacles. I think this is just talking about how you continually work for what you get. And you're continually building it. And there could be a business that you're building that because of this energy, you're using this energy to help transform your business, or it's coming out into your business like this, right? Anything that you do is going to be affected because of this energy. This energy is like, it's unstoppable. And it creates this ability for you to be unstoppable in any adventure or entrepreneurship or anything you decide to do. It's going to affect that in a beautiful way because this energy is so powerful. And you guys are so powerful as a person. Okay, for what's being hidden, we've got King of Swords. Sorry, I said King of Swords. King of Swords. That's interesting. I think this King of Swords is about discernment. It's like, what I'm hearing is, how do I be more discerning about who's around me? We have the Magician. Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about. You guys are not understanding. You are the Magician, and what's being hidden and it's coming to light is your understanding of how fucking powerful you are. And this reading is about showing you and having it come to light. You guys are the Magician. You guys are the King of Swords. Trust in your discernment. Trust in the power of you. Trust that no one can fucking touch you. Trust that you are reinventing yourself all the time. Like, if I could come up with a card that would explain you guys the most, it would be the Magician, because of how you guys continually move and how you continually push and how you continually reinvent yourself, and you have this ability to transform in ways that others just don't. Okay, well, I got a bunch. I didn't mean to get a bunch, but okay, no, I'm not going to. I don't know about these. Nope, there's too many. Okay, Spirit, what is being hidden? Okay, we've got Wheel of Fortune. Wow, look, we got two major arcana. This is the minor arcana. Oh my god, no, it's not. Duh. No, I mean it is. Duh. Sorry. Okay, I don't know why I just had that confusion there. Okay, I think that's also pointing at the confusion of like how great you are, but it's okay. You're learning, and it's like you're learning how great you are, and you're believing it for the first time, starting to really truly like deep bone deep believe it. So we have Wheel of Fortune, and it's like you're on the path of destiny. Your destiny is to have this power and to cultivate this power and to continue using this power to change your life. I just really, truly, you guys are the King of Swords. You're the magician, and you're on this destiny. You guys are on the path of destiny. You're this energy is destined energy, but you guys are truly, here's the thing. You can have this energy, everyone has this energy available to them, but they don't choose to step into it, or they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to continually look at themselves because it's painful. This is not easy. Like, it sounds like it's really easy, but it's fucking not easy. And you guys continually choose the harder path. You continually choose to move through the hard fucking shit. You have chosen lessons that are probably the hardest lessons that any human would choose. And you chose them all. Like, you choose so many hard lessons. And this life is full of hard lessons. But that's because the hard lessons bring really amazing transformations. And there's this big energy because you've chosen hard lessons. But you guys do have the ability to move through these lessons and soak up everything you can. And that changes the world. Like, you guys change the world with this energy because you change yourself so powerfully with this energy, and you create whole new yous all the time. It's like all the time you guys are creating a new you. It's very gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to get 3 angels, and then I'm going to finish up the reading. Spirit, what angels are with them right now, helping them with this? We've got Hathor, celebration, rejuvenation, and gratitude. Yeah, it's about celebrating yourself and realizing how awesome you guys are. We've got Merlin, alchemy, manifestation, and magician. I feel like you guys are definitely, okay. Okay, so we got magician, the magician, and I swear there's another magician. Then we have magical right here. Magical. Magician, magical, and we have, not that one. We have magician, magical, and magician. Okay, you guys got 3 fucking magician cards. Come on, like, are you fucking serious? Like, you guys are magic. Magic. It's like what I want to say so much. Spirit literally wants to just, okay, I got 2. Wants to just keep telling you how magical you are and help you understand how magical you are. Archangel Metatron, spiritual power. There's another power card. We have esoteric wisdom and sacred geometry. You guys are powerful. Spiritual powerful. We've got Guru Ram Dass, humility, spiritual practice, and we've got, I don't know what the heck that says. That says elevation. You guys are elevating to new heights. You guys are really, truly elevating in a way that others cannot, and probably might never will, or would take them millions of years. I don't know. That's how I feel. I just feel like what you guys have is so fucking insane. And I'm so proud of you guys. And literally, keep going. You may not feel very good about yourself right now, but I'm hoping that this changes that. I'm hoping that you start to see how fucking great you are, because this is not energy that you encounter every day. You guys are rare. You guys have a rare ability, and it's like, how do you see how rare you are? How do you see how much of a visionary you are? How do you see how you are the magician, and how do you keep stepping into actually seeing that? Because you're doing it. It's like you guys are doing it all the time. It's just like you're not seeing it for what it is and how fucking powerful it is and how amazing you guys are. You guys are amazing. I hope you see how amazing you are. I hope you fucking know how amazing you are. And I think you guys are realizing that. And it's like the more you realize that, that's another thing that you can actually use this transformation power in. It's like, how do I use this transformation power that I have and use that on how I see myself? I need to do this too. I think that's fucking great advice. Thank you, Spirit. How do I use this transformation power that I have to see myself clearly? How can I work really hard at seeing myself clearly for who I am? And the more you guys see that, the more you guys are going to create even more power. I don't know how you could create more power, but you can. And it's about seeing yourself clearly. The more you see yourself clearly for who you really are, the more that you are going to be able to own this power. And the more you're going to be able to advance in this power. And the more your life's going to advance, and et cetera, et cetera. I am so proud of you guys. I want you guys... I just want you guys to put like the magician in the fucking comments if you guys are this magician, because you guys, a lot of you are, and I just fucking am so proud of you. So put the magician, type in the magician in the comment section if you want to. You don't have to. It's just a total, just so I can see, but it's okay if you don't. And also like and subscribe, guys. I'm so fucking happy to have you guys a part of my collective. I am so proud of you. I literally feel so honored that I get to read this energy. I feel so honored that I get to have you guys a part of my collective. I really feel honored. I feel honored. It makes me emotional because I just feel like you guys are so great and you don't even see how great you are. And it's like, I totally relate to that, and I'm like working on how to see myself great, and it just gives me more encouragement to continually see myself in a clearer light, and I hope you guys do too. So like and subscribe, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Hi, Pal 3, welcome to your reading. So today we're looking at what is your intuition telling you. We have what your intuition is telling you and what's being hidden here. So we have 56, the wall, obstacles, 13, fork in the road, guide, light attribute, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Shadow attribute, places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. We have 39, raindrops, take a chance on them, freedom, and mysticism. For what's being hidden, we have 24, galactic mushroom, the divine matrix, 34, a leg up. We have healer, light attributes, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. We have shadow attributes, taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for oneself. We have 44, storm, every hurricane comes to an end, strength, and self-worth. So I feel like you're going through something really hard right now. And I feel like you're at this crossroads in your life. We have this fork in the road. And I feel like you're trying to make a decision on how to move forward in something. And I feel like you're getting more clear on what to do. I still feel like there's this indecisiveness about it. You're trying to figure out, I think, if you should take a chance on having a relationship with someone or not. And that's, yeah, a romantic or a friendship. But I get, most of you it's romantic, some of you it's friendship. How do you get clear on why you're being indecisive, why you don't know what to do? Oh, there's so much. It's painful. Maybe you're in separation with someone. It's interesting because this is not a love reading, but I feel like the love coming in, you're trying to figure out I'm just going to go general with this. You're trying to figure out who is good for you in your life and who is not good for you in your life. And there is this feeling of indecision, of not knowing what to do next. What your intuition's trying to tell you and what's coming to light is the answer to this decision. You have the ability to guide yourself through decisions. And I think you're understanding that you have spiritual gifts and or just gifts, in your intuition's a very strong gift of yours, and you're figuring out how to keep listening to it and where you want to move through in your life. Who do you want a part of your life and who do you not want a part of your life, and why? I would suggest, I'm just getting this hit of like suggesting to put down on paper why you want who you want in your life and why, what attributes you like and what attributes you don't like about people, and oh, it's so interesting. I had this facilitator who was trying to help this guy figure out what he wanted in a relationship, and he listed like compassion, love, equal give and take, loyalty. Those were like the 4 he listed. And this facilitator went down and asked about this person that he was talking about, and he's like, okay, does she give you love? Does she give you compassion? Does she give you equal give and take? Is she loyal? And he answered no to all of them. And it was like, well, then we had to figure out why was he interested in her, even though the 4 main things that he wanted in a relationship she wasn't giving him. And I think one of the things that needs to be talked about here is, what do you want in a relationship, in a friendship or romantic relationship? What are your top 5 things that you want in that? And then ask about the person then that you're worried about taking a chance on, or you don't know if you should move forward with. Ask, is this person loving? Does this person have compassion? Is this person loyal? Does this person do equal give and take? And see what your answers are to those 4 or 5, or whatever you decide your top 5 is. This is just figuring out what your top 5 is, asking the question about if the person you're asking about fulfills these 5 things, and then moving forward with that information. And also, what are the things that you don't want, and doing it with what you don't want. Is a person the 5 things you don't want, and do they have these attributes of the 5 things that you don't want? And I think that getting clear on what you want and what you don't want is going to help you make this decision about if you should take a chance on this person. And one of the messages that's coming to light is that you're going to understand what to do next. You're going to have the freedom to choose. This is about trusting what you get and what information you're getting, and trusting that the information that you're getting is right and clear, and that you are going to get through these obstacles, and that you do have this beautiful ability to discern what's right and wrong for you. And you are a guide. You have the ability to guide yourself. Trust that you have the ability to guide yourself. I think that's what you're already realizing, that you know that you're going to be able to figure it out. There's this confidence that is gaining inside you guys. You're having the confidence to figure out what to do next. You're having the confidence to know that you're going to be able to make the right decision and that you're going to be able to get through anything. And it's interesting because what's being hidden from you is that you're going to get through hard things. You are going to get through hard things because you have the strength. You have the ability to move through things that are hard, and I think it's about understanding that every hurricane does come to an end. Every storm does come to an end. And it's interesting because we have these storm clouds, and then we have this every hurricane comes to an end. I think you're in something really difficult, and I think that what's being hidden from you is this understanding that it's not going to last forever. This is not going to last forever. You're going to continue to be able to move through this. This pain's not going to last for forever. This indecision is not going to last forever. This obstacle that you're going through is not going to last forever. And that you're going to gain the freedom, and you have the strength to move through it. And you have, what's being hidden from you is your self-worth. It's like, what do you deserve and why? And I think it's been really hard for you to have confidence in yourself, but confidence and self-worth can be different. But I think that you're gaining confidence here, and it's about also gaining your self-worth here and understanding that you have this beautiful self. You are beautiful. You are this healer. You help heal others. You have this ability to guide. You have this ability to, you have such major strength. And I think your understanding and the clarity of who you really are is being hidden from you. I think that you are really strong and you have self-worth, but I think sometimes you don't feel as confident as you could. And I think that what's coming to light is your self-worth, is your strength, is this understanding that everything that's hard is going to come to an end and that new days are ahead of you. And you have this divine matrix card. And I think that this is really about seeing that the divine is working in your life, whatever you believe. You are being guided, and you do have this ability to, you know where you're going and you're on the right path. I think it's like understanding that you're on the right path, and there's a lot of fours, and I feel like we have 34, 24, 44. I feel like you're really tearing down the foundation that has not served you, and you're building a new foundation, and it's built on self-worth and strength. And it's built on understanding that things are going to come to an end. And it's built on understanding that you always will be able to pick yourself up again. And it's about understanding that you have this beautiful healing energy to others and that you are using it on yourself. And it's like you are having, I lost my train of thought. That's interesting. Oh, that's so interesting. I think that seeing yourself clearly causes disassociation for some reason. Or this losing this train of thought. It's like you are seeing your self-worth for the first time, and for some reason your self-worth is causing this fear of like, ooh, it happened again. Okay. There's something your psyche needs to protect you. Your psyche was built, there was a part of you that was built on this. If you stick up for yourself, right? You probably got hurt when you stuck up for yourself in the past. And so the more self-worth you build and create safety in that self-worth, because there's this feeling of like, if I really see myself for who I really am and how strong I am and step into this self-worth piece, there's a protection mechanism that comes up and stops you from seeing it for some reason. Now, it's not about barreling through that. It's about creating safety so that you can stand in your strength and your self-worth, and it can be okay. And you don't, wow, it's just really interesting, guys, because I don't know if I have that too, but not as strong as you guys. You guys were really hurt when you stood in your power. You were really hurt when you stood in your strength, and you were really hurt when you had self-worth. And so it's about there's something that needs to be healed when it comes to your self-worth piece and being okay with standing in your power and understanding that there is a disassociation and numbing piece that happens when you do, and having so much compassion for that because it protected you. Standing in your worth and your power probably led you to something very, very, very painful. And so it's like, this is about showing you that that's happening and recognizing that. And I'm telling you that it's happening. And I don't know if you can feel it happening. It's very hard to notice disassociation and numbing. I didn't even know what it was until I really started, because it actually, that's what the whole point of it is, to create confusion and to create like not being able to understand it's happening, because that's what it does. Its literal job is to help you not understand that it's happening and that it is happening and why it's happening and that it protects you that way. And so it's like, this is happening when it comes to your self-worth and strength piece, but you are creating more safety, and it's about giving yourself the props for creating more safety to be able to stand in your strength and your self-worth, and that it is okay, and that nothing bad will happen if you do that, and that you can protect yourself, and that you're not in these old stories, and you're not a child anymore, and you don't have to cower anymore, you don't have to hide, you don't have to do these things anymore, because it is safe to do these things now. And I think that's what's coming to light, is the safety of standing in your strength, the safety of standing in your self-worth, and the safety of understanding that you are a healer, that you can heal yourself and you can heal others, and that you have the divine on your side, and that you will continue to get through this. You guys are going to get through it. I promise you. It's going to feel better soon. Spirit is saying it's going to feel better soon. It's not always going to hurt so much, and you're moving through it, and you're almost out of it, and just trust and have faith that everything is working out the way it's meant to, and that everything is going to be okay, and that you're going to know what to do here, that what's coming to light is meant to come to light, and that you're not always going to have this numbing and disassociation around the self-worth and the strength piece, and that it's totally okay that it's there, and we're just going to like let it be there. We just recognize that it's there and understand that it's not always going to be there, because what you're doing in here and here is creating safety for yourself. And that's the most important thing. How can you create more safety for yourself? How can you create more compassion and forgiveness for yourself? How can you create more grace for yourself? And how can you keep moving forward doing that? I'm just taking a deep breath, because this is, you guys are going through something really hard, and it's not easy, and you're doing such a good job, and it's like, keep doing what you're doing, guys. You're feeling your feelings, you're moving through it, you're not going to feel this way forever. Everything's changing, things are coming in that are new. You guys are really figuring a lot out right now. A lot's going on in your subconscious right now, and a lot's going on in your conscious mind. So it's like having compassion for all the things that are happening right now, and loving yourself no matter what, and understanding that there's really great reasons that all of this is in place, and that it's okay that it's there, and that all you have to do is just keep creating safety for yourself. There's nothing that you need to do besides keep doing what you're doing, feeling your feelings, creating safety for yourself, and understanding that you're going through something really big, and give yourself that like, wow, I'm going through something really big, and anything that needs to happen that I need to do to keep myself safe, I'm going to do it. And that's okay. Whatever that is, it's okay. It's really, really transformative. You guys are going through a major transformation right now. Oops. Wow, that came out super quick. Oh my God, guys. 9 of Cups. You guys are creating emotional independence. That came flying out. It's like understanding that you guys are creating something inside yourself that is emotionally independent. You're creating emotional independence and creating emotional intelligence. You're creating this 9 of Cups energy, the safety in yourself, and that's what you guys have been working on, and that's amazing. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you? We got 3 of Wands. Bigger things are coming for you guys. A brighter days are coming for you guys. You guys are going to figure out what's happening. You're having expansion and foresight. We have 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles, like of course. 10 of Pentacles is all about abundance, and I feel like abundance is coming in for you guys. You guys are really, truly beginning to see the fruits of your labor, about how this work is actually going to impact you for the better, and how moving through these hard things is actually creating beauty and compassion and meaning and lessons that have needed to be learned so that you can be better for yourself. A lot of this energy is not about other people. It's about yourself. It's about championing yourself. I said that wrong, but whatever. It's about championing yourself. It's about loving yourself. It's about creating emotional independence so that you don't have to rely on anybody else for validation. It's about looking to the future and seeing that your future is going to be brighter than whatever this is hard, but it's going to create a brighter future because you have to learn this lesson to get to this brighter future. And then, of course, when you learn the lesson to get to the brighter future, you get 10 of Pentacles energy coming in. And you get this abundance coming in. Okay, what's being hidden? Whoa. Wow, guys. So I just, like, anytime, like, a shit ton of cards come out, it's because you're what's being hidden, or there's a lot being hidden from you right now, and that's okay. And it's about understanding there may be a lot being hidden right now. And, like, okay, so we got the Emperor. Yeah, this is about finding your inner authority and being comfortable finding your inner authority. We've got, Wheel of Fortune came out sideways. I'm keeping it sideways. I feel like you're not believing that, there's a part of you that's not believing that you're on the right path. And this is about understanding that you're on the right path, that destiny is happening right now. That, wow. Okay, then we've got 10 of Swords in reverse or upright? Reverse or upright? I don't know. I keep getting both, which is interesting. Well, okay, upright, it's about enemies, ruin, destruction, and reverse is about escaping ruin, learning from past hardships. So I'm keeping it both because I think that both are happening right now. I think that it's really hard. Whatever you're going through is really hard. And there's this feeling of like, it's really hard and you're moving past it. I feel like you're moving past it and it's really hard and you're recognizing how hard it is, but you're moving past it. You guys are coming out of this. Spirit's main message to you in this is that this is not, you're coming out of it. You're like almost out of it right now. Like you really are almost out of it. And it's about trusting that you're almost out of it and that you learned what you needed to learn, that you're on the right path, that you're going to know what to do up here, that you're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do. Spirit just wants to keep saying, you know what you're going to, wow. Spirit just keeps talking about how you know you're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do very soon. You're almost there. And it's about trusting that everything is working out in divine timing, that everything is working out the way it's meant to, and that you guys have the ability to move through this. You do. And I think that that's something you're realizing right now, and that you guys are stepping into your strength and self-worth, that you are changing this self-worth piece. You guys are changing it. You guys are building your self-esteem and self-worth, and that's something you've been doing, and just trusting that you've been doing it and that it's working, because it is working. It's working, because I could feel you step into it, right? Then I felt a little disassociation come in, then you stepped out, then you stepped into it. It's like you're going to keep stepping into it, and then the more you keep stepping into it over time, the longer you can be there, the more safety there is there. It's almost like you're dipping your foot into the pool, and it's like you're dipping your foot into the pool and seeing how it feels, and then you dip it again, and then you can put your whole foot in, then you can put your leg in, and then it's like a slow process of dipping your toe into the self-worth, your self-worth, and seeing how safe it is. It's like your body has to get comfortable with how safe that it is safe, and trust that it is safe. And you're learning about how to keep putting yourself in there more. And the more you put yourself in there, the longer you can stay. And eventually you'll be in the pool and you won't have anything that stops you from being there. And you're doing it at a beautiful pace, and that you are doing it. You guys are in the pool. You're doing it. It's just about keeping on, helping your body just sit in the safety of it for a minute, and then getting out, and then getting back in, and then getting out and getting back in. And that's so normal. It's so normal. It's so the way it's supposed to go. And you guys are doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're moving forward, and you're doing a great job. Okay, I want to get 3 angels that are working with you right now. We've got Goddess Lakshmi, prosperity, beauty, and fortune. Yeah, prosperity and beauty and fortune are coming in for you, and this goddess is bringing that in for you. Okay, Spirit, what other angels? Jesus is with you. Wow, that's awesome, dude. Forgiveness, compassion, and the spiritual teacher. Yeah, you guys are having forgiveness and compassion for yourself more than you were before, and Jesus is helping you bring more of that in. And you guys are a spiritual teacher. This is confirmation that you are a spiritual teacher. Whether you believe in spirituality or not, you are a teacher of some type. I get some of you don't believe in spirit, and so it's like I'm trying to make sure I put in both, because just because I say spiritual teacher doesn't mean that I just mean spiritual. It's also just being a teacher and a guide of life and a healer in life. I believe the divine is part of it, but you don't have to. This is all about what you need to believe and how you believe it. But you are a guide regardless of if you're spiritual or not. We have Goddess Gaia, Mother Nature, the elements, and the provider. Yeah, Mother Gaia, which I say Mother Gaia, but it says Goddess Gaia, which is Mother Nature, is with you, and you're very connected. I want to get one more. Very connected to nature, and it's helping you maybe ground yourself more. We got Melchizedek. Wow, I cannot say that. Spiritual development, study, and law of attraction. You guys are really in a spiritual development phase, in a very big development stage right now. And it's like understanding that you're going through something very transformative, and you are transforming and trusting that you're transforming. You guys are doing such a good job. I'm so proud of you. I really am. I wonder like what I could put in the comments. Is there pandas? Not pandas. I said pandas. Why is pandas on my mind? I'm looking for something. You know what? I want you guys to put a money symbol in the comments, because you guys are calling in abundance for pile 3 if you want to. You don't have to. I was just thinking, this is all my stuff, but whatever. You guys are calling in abundance and realizing that abundance is coming in for you. That's a major message, you guys. Things are turning around for you because you've done the work and you've done this lesson. Things are turning around for you, and you're moving into a period of abundance and light and love and freedom and relief. And it's like, you guys are moving in there. Trust that you guys are going on the right path, that you're moving into better things, and that this is not going to last forever. Whatever all this is, it's not going to last forever. And you guys are growing and changing and transforming. You guys are doing an amazing job. So put some money in the comments if you want. And if you don't, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Like and subscribe, guys, and I'm just honored to know you, and I will see you guys next time.